to avoid the microphone issues, I'm just starting with the headphones. So let me know how the audio is doing. Hopefully it's a-okay. We'll get the show going. All right, let's get the chat up. Chat is up. What's going on? Happy Friday. Good to see everybody that's in here already. Liquid Zoo was the first one in tonight. Good to see you. Liquid Zoo says, just love that pretty Charlotte. Charlotte is a looker, and it's very easy to use her as a thumbnail for the live streams. I made the live stream while I was still at work, so I just used a photo that was in my camera. So that's what I picked for tonight. But yeah. So, anyways, Mike, good to see you. Skull Aquatics, good to see you. I don't really have much to talk about. It was super hot this week. The humidity was terrible. I think the shop was somewhere in the mid to upper 90s. It was miserable this week, but I think we're supposed to get a little bit of relief next week with a storm, a cold front that's coming through, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Fish and Floral, good to see you. Zen Ginger, also good to see you. As far as fish, nothing crazy happened this week. Everybody's just doing their things. The fish room is still plugging along. I was going to start taking down the rack system, and I haven't gotten that far yet. I've just been basically playing with the Barbados Cories. They're breeding pretty consistently, like every 3 days. I'm seeing eggs in the tank, so I am pulling them and putting them into the Zis brine hatchery. I'm running methylene blue in that, and the water is constantly turned over with the airline. So that's about it. Mike says hot happy Friday. Yeah, it was really hot today. It felt like the humidity was a little bit lower than earlier in the week. It was still pretty humid, but I feel like Tuesday or Wednesday was pretty rough. We got a new shop going in at work, and we walked through it today just to see where they're at. They got the basically the exterior of the building almost done. It's got a roof, and it's got walls. It doesn't have doors or anything on it yet. Interior is far from that's it. It's just the walls and the roof. We're just kind of walking through it and seeing how it's coming along, but it's coming along. But Mystery Snail Guardians, good to see you. I don't know if I've seen you in here before. If I did, I forgot, and maybe I missed you. But good to see you in here. We got 4 inches of rain today. Tornadoes just south of us. Yeah, so that's something I can mention. We've gotten a ton of rain here as well. We're in central Ohio. Flash flood warnings most of the days this week. And if you guys have deep water, make sure you drive through it, because then your cars end up at my shop with locked up engines. We had 2 towed in on, I think, Wednesday with locked up engines. One was a S7, I think. So it's a V8 twin turbo engine, locked up, full of water. The other car was a 3-liter, a V6, sorry. I'm not trying to get too technical for you guys. A V6 engine, and they went through deep enough water that there was water above their floor mats in the rear of the rear seat. And with the German cars, their floor, like the carpet's really thick in some spots. It's not just like carpet you would have in your house that you're like, oh, it's like a half-inch thick. Like German cars have like 3-inch thick foam floors, and the water was above the floor mats in the rear. So that car is in pretty rough shape. It also needs an engine for sure. Sometimes we can get the water out of the engine, and they're strong enough that they'll lock up, but they won't destroy themselves. The 3-liter, the V6 is definitely destroyed. It won't turn over. We got the water out of it, but it bent the rods. Anyways, let's not talk about cars. Let's talk about some fish. If you guys saw an email, I sent an email out about the sardine cichlids. Those are actually Mike. So Mike, that's in the chat. He's a member. He's breeding them. They should be available here in a few weeks. And if you're interested in them, on the website, 614fish.com, if you go to freshwater fish, it's all fish, is the sub menu, but it's the only menu you can select. I believe they're on page 2 because they get added to the page in order. Well, it's not really in order, but it's the Cyprichromis leptosomas. I'm pretty sure I said that correctly. So I kind of priced them based off of, I'll be honest, I looked at Aquatic Arts and I was like, all right, let's go west of Aquatic Arts. And, with the breeder, they know what they want, so I know what I need to make off of them. So they're priced at $24.95, which is cheaper than AA. And they'll be available in like a few weeks, but if you're interested in them, on that page is what I'm getting at. On the right side, there's a blue box that says notify when available. Click that. It asks for your email address, and you just type it in. And what that does is once I release these fish available to be purchased, you'll get an email immediately. It just automates everything for me. I don't have to do a members email. As long as you're signed up for it, it'll spit out an email to you saying that they're available, and that's how we're going to do first come first serve on these. So that's kind of exciting, but still a few weeks out. And then the last pair of Parkinsoni rainbows sold yesterday, so they'll ship out on Monday. I don't want to drop names of who bought them, but somebody from out of state bought them, and some other fish. But the last pair of the Parkinsoni have sold, and that's the fish that were originally in this tank before I put the Vienna guppies in there. They're good looking rainbow fish. All right, get back in the chat and see what's going on. Liquid Zoo says Mystery Snail Guardians is newer to the fish fam. Thanks for coming and check out Steven. Yeah, thanks for showing up. Appreciate you. Caleb Shrimp and Scales, good to see you. OFR sent us. Well, thanks for coming from OFR. Good to see you. I actually haven't even got to see their stream yet, so with the OFR, I try to catch their stream when I can. I'll hop into their live stream or in their chat and see what's going on and, drop a comment or something. But tonight, I was a little excited, kind of a letdown, but I've been waiting 3 months. This is not fish related. I guess it's YouTube related or channel related. You guys know I built the new computer, which helps with the video rendering. And the last piece I've been waiting for months for it showed up, which is a video card. It's this big box. Took 3 months to get it, but I finally got a video card. And I was super excited. I wasn't expecting it today. And what happened was I realized I can't even use the video card. And it's not because it doesn't work with the computer. It's because my monitors are so old. My computer monitors are 10 to 15 years old. The technology doesn't allow them to hook up to this new computer card. So I have to buy a new monitor now. So I'm going to wait until payday, which is Tuesday. And then I'm going to go to the store and try to find a computer monitor that's not going to be super expensive. That will work with this new crap. But yeah, so I'm kind of excited that just happened today. I just got that card today. So we'll see what happens next week. Hopefully it renders. I don't know if you guys noticed, but my videos on the channel are 4K now. I always did 1080p, but for the last few videos I've been doing 4K resolution just because more and more people are getting 4K TVs now. I don't even have a 4K TV, so it doesn't really matter for me. I just do it for you guys. But since I started doing 4K, it takes really, I was going to say 3 times longer to render the 4K videos. But yeah, so Caleb said, just ordered my 3D printer today. Looking forward to making some stuff for my aquariums. And you new guys from OFR, what he's referring to is last week I was talking about, I have a 3D printer and I've printed, actually got some stuff right here in front of me from last week. 3D print some aquarium stuff. This is an overflow box. It's a mini NanoFlow. This would work on 10 gallons and smaller. I guess it would work on anything as long as you're not pumping a ton of water into it. It's more for a drip system. If you're dripping fresh water into it, 3D printing this. I know it's hard to see, but it clips onto your tank. And Caleb was talking about wanted to get 3D printer. Sorry if that was loud. He was talking about he wanted to get 3D printer, so it sounds like he got one. So they're fun. Caleb said, "What GPU card did you get?" I got an NVIDIA 3080. It's an RTX 3080. The top of the line one right now is like a 3090, but it was like three times over double the price. It was super expensive. I was like, nope. I'm not like a gamer. I don't need all that crap. I just need something that does videos really well. So the 3080 was what I picked. Jim Williamson, good to see you. Jackie Searles, good to see you. Geek Boy, AZ Fish Room, everybody that's popping in, good to see you all. I hope you've had a great week. The weekend's here. It's a busy weekend for me. I got to work tomorrow, and our service manager called me and said, basically, put my running shoes on. It's going to be a busy day. And the last few Saturdays I've had to work, I work one Saturday like every 5 weeks or so, every 6 weeks. This year, the Saturdays have just been slow, like super slow. And he said that there's only two of us. We run like skeletons, a skeleton crew. There's 2 techs that work on Saturday, and they try to do 2 cars per hour, so that way every hour I have a new car to work on. And they just haven't been doing that. But he said tomorrow they have 2 cars per hour plus some extras coming in. And he said that he's looking for me to work pretty hard because the other technician, it's a great technician. He's just a little bit slower on turning the work out. So the service manager is really looking for me to knock out some cars tomorrow. So I'm doing that. And then after work, I got to go to my aunt's house to finish setting up her fish tank. I got my aunt a bio orb. I forget the size of it. Let's say 8 gallons, 10 gallons, 11 gallons, something like that. No, it's more than 11 gallons. Somewhere around 10 gallons, we'll say. And I'm hopefully taking some CPDs, granted, if I can catch them out of the tank. I'm going to give her the ones that are my favorite tank I have in the house. And if I can catch them, that's what I'm going to give her. And then I'm going to replenish my tank with new CPDs. And then also while I'm at my aunt's house, they're throwing a retirement party for my other uncle. So it's not like my aunt and uncle, it's a different uncle. He's retiring, so we're going to celebrate, not early retirement, but retirement in general for him. And so that's what's going on tomorrow. So busy day tomorrow. And then Sunday, hopefully I can knock out some stuff in the fish room because I didn't get to it this week. It was just so hot and humid that I got home from work and I didn't really want to mess with fish tanks. But that will be Sunday for sure. I'm in the middle of filming the rack system. So the rack system's coming down. It's going away mainly because of the tank. The storage water tank is cracked and is leaking. So since I got to take that down, I decided I'm just going to take down the whole first rack system. So I'm in the middle of filming that until I get that system out. That video's still in production. I did film. I need to finish filming. So I filmed like 90% of an update on the 500-gallon pond that's outdoor with the guppies. So I put maybe a dozen 614 branded, like the 614 guppies out there a couple months ago, and the pond is completely covered in duckweed. I mean, you couldn't see a drop of water, so the video is kind of showing how I get rid of duckweed in the pond, and it's super easy. I could just take a net and try to net it all out, which it's a pond, it's not that big of a deal. But I have an easier way of doing it. It's not quick, but it's definitely way easier. Just adding water to the pond. The duckweed overflows through the overflow pipe, and it's super easy. So yeah. Is this the same ant you were doing the Star Wars, I think, for? Yes, this is the same ant. This is a different tank. So she has 2 tanks now. AZ Fish Room says, at SC Aquatics, I met you at the Aquashella YouTuber party. I was the guy filming for Ohio Fish Rescue. Oh, cool. Awesome. Awesome. She is getting MTS. So this bio orb I set up, and it's been set up now. I'm trying to think when that was. It had to be at least a month ago. It was way before Aquashella. Let's say a month and a half, 2 months, month and a half maybe. So I took it over and I was going to say escaped it. We didn't really escape it. We got it going. So with the bio orb, it comes with like gravel and like filter stuff. So we put that stuff in. I put black sand on top of it. So the bottom's actually just, it looks like black sand. It doesn't have like a bunch of gravel in it. It's kind of mixed in. I'm trying to think what plants I took. I think I took some Anubias and maybe some pearlweed and a bunch of wood. I'm trying to think what wood I took. I think just some regular driftwood. I don't think I took anything crazy, no spider wood or anything. But I took some smaller pieces of wood. And what we're trying to do is on the bio orb, it has a lift tube right in the middle of the tank. That's where the bubbles for the filter come up. We're trying to kind of hide that with the pieces of wood. And the one thing I wasn't expecting to, I guess it's not really a problem, but something I wasn't expecting with the tank is the bio orb is a big, huge magnifying glass. Like they tell you don't put it in front of a window because of the sun. It would, be like a fire starter with a magnifying glass. And I could see it because everything looks massive when you look into this tank. So the tank's been sitting for over a month. I put Fritzyme 7 in it, so beneficial bacteria to get everything going, and then to keep, because just putting bacteria in it is not going to cycle the tank without fish. It does have plants, and I took her ram's horn snails. So I took her 4 ram's horn snails. We put them in there, put the beneficial bacteria in there, and I told her just feed a little bit of fish food to the ram's horns, between the ram's horns, eating the fish food, eating some bacteria, pooping. If they miss some fish food, it decays. That's going to start the cycle for her. And it's been like a month and a half. I'm sure the cycle's good. If not, there's Fritzyme 7. When we add the fish, I'll add some more bacteria just to make sure everything's good. But there's also plants in there. And with CPDs, they're so small, I don't expect it to be an issue at all. But I'm curious to see what the CPDs look like with that magnified view on them. It's going to look, I think, pretty cool. Liquid Zoo said, to get your comment noticed easier by Steven, type at SC Aquatics, because it highlights it for him. And that is true. I'm going to scroll up and see if I missed anything. Caleb said, very nice, very lucky. Did you get it at Best Buy? They were supposed to get a bunch in stock yesterday. I'm hoping to upgrade my 2080. All right, so I had just found out about the Best Buy, like they were getting a ton of them. I found that out I think it was last night or 2 nights ago. The Best Buy, there's 2 that are real close to me. Neither of them were the ones getting them. There was a Best Buy that's like 25 minutes away from me that was supposed to be getting them, but the fact that like it was like a half an hour drive, they opened at 7:30. I had to work. I was like, I'm not trying to fight all that. Like I'd have to get there super early to get in line because it said on their website the manager was going to hand out tickets. But no, I got it. I ordered mine 3 months ago through a local mom and pop store. So it's a little company, like 3 employees, and they sell at MSRP, so they don't scalp the pricing on it at all. So they honored it, and I can't even say it took 3 months. It was actually supposed to take longer. So I ordered it 3 months ago, and I went in today just to see where I was in the line, and they're still fulfilling orders from November. So we're talking, I still have at least 6 months to go, it seems like. They said like another 90 days, but I'm guessing 6 months. The thing that they said was the 3080 is like the hottest one on the market, so that's why it's so hard to get. but they were recommending I could switch to a 3070 Ti, and I was going to do that just so I can get a video card to do these videos quicker. And they just so happened to had a 3080 on the shelf they didn't even realize, and that's what they gave me. So I just kind of lucked out that I went in today when I did. But yeah, I can't wait to use it. I just need a new monitor before I can use the new card. All right, I'm just scrolling through the chat to make sure I don't miss anything. If you guys have any questions, fish related, tank related, pond related, tag me at it. Chevy Fish, good to see you. I think I'm catching up. Kathy is Kathy Kish in the chat. That's my aunt. It's her husband. It's not my aunt with the fish tanks, but this is my other aunt whose husband is retiring. So my uncle is retiring, who I was talking about earlier. Aunt Kathy is my uncle's wife. Good to see you. Fish and Floral said at AZ Fish Room, I bought ram's horn multiple times from SE for my puffers. Oh, I see the question. AZ asked if I was selling ram's horn. I have a lot to feed my puffers. I do sell ram's horns. I don't think I have any listed as of right now because I need to go through Fish and Floral, and a lot of people with puffers buy a ton of ram's horns from me. A ton. If I list 100 ram's horns available, they'll sell out like super quick. So to avoid like crashing my ram's horns colonies, I have them in like all my tanks. This is the only tank that I know for sure doesn't have any ram's horns, but it has Malaysian trumpet snails. The ram's horns, I just don't want to like take too many away, but I do sell them. If you're interested in getting some, go to the website. And this is honestly, this is the best way if you guys don't want any products that are on the website that are sold out. They're listed under shrimp. I think they're also listed under fish. But if you go to freshwater shrimp and ram's horns, it's at least on my page, it's the first thing that pops up. It's a 10 plus pack. I have them listed for $5, and they are listed as sold out. But as soon as I make them available, you'll be emailed. So click on ram's horns, and on the right side of the page, click the little blue box that says notify me when available, and then yeah. So usually, like when I say 10 plus pack, I grab a handful, I throw them in the bag. I grab a handful, throw them in the bag, and I do that a couple, 2-3 times. So it's anywhere from 10 to 15. I know I sent somebody like 20 before. Like I don't know if it was on accident or I just was just trying to hurry and they got a ton. But I tried to send 10 to 15. I think the Malaysian trumpet snails are on there. I just don't have a picture of them. They're also a 10 plus pack for $5. They are smaller. They come out of this tank. But the colony kind of fell back because I was dosing heavy liquid carbon. The algicide is not shrimp safe or snail safe. So when I was dosing it super heavy, it kind of brought back the trumpet snail population, which I honestly, that was a mistake on my part. I didn't even think about it. I wasn't trying to do that, but it was a good, a bad experiment gone good now that I know, like, hey, if I ever have a tank that's just way too crazy with snails, I can just do some heavy dosing of liquid carbon, and that will help pull that colony down, so that way it's not too crazy. Tank bred Neocardina shrimp, guys. The reds are just, I'm not focusing on reds. Blues I'm focusing on right now, and I do have some available. So if anybody's been waiting, you should have got an email. The only thing I don't know about the emails is I was selling import shrimp and then tank bred stuff. So I had two different tanks going. I don't have any import. I haven't brought import shrimp in a long time, so it might have got the emails might got messed up if I deleted out like the import SKUs. Now it's only the stuff I bred, but they are back on the website. I think they're roughly $6 each if you buy a 10 pack. And just so you guys know, shrimp is not considered fish on shipping. So if you want to buy just shrimp, you get free shipping if you get the 10 pack. But I think I got a 5 pack, a 10 pack. I'm checking. The 20 pack's not available because I don't think I have 20 available right now. I was just kind of looking through the tank and I was like, all right, I can get rid of 10 of them and not hurt the colony. So if anybody's been waiting for the Blue Dreams, there's some available. Mr. Pepper 454, hello from Lima, Ohio. Enjoy your live streams. Well, thank you for hanging out with us. Appreciate you. Mike said, I just nuked all my ram's horn snails in my breeder tanks. Lots of aquarium salt. Well, you could have brought them over here and we could have fed them to the puffer. I got that pea puffer. That's all he eats is ram's horns for days. It's like a boneyard of empty ram's horn shells. That water, I leave all the snail shells in there because I figure they'll dissolve and help buffer the water and keep calcium levels up. But it's kind of gnarly seeing that many empty snail shells in the bottom of the tank. Liquid Zoo said, did you hear what I got at SC Aquatics? Did I hear what you got? I know you told me about the order from Dan's Fish. If you're talking about something else, I did not hear. I don't think I heard. What did you get? Oh, he's talking about my soon-to-be pea puffer. Yeah, so the pea puffer sold, guys. I did mention previous live streams I was going to be selling the pea puffer off. Liquid Zoo's buying him or her. I'm not sure what it is, but Liquid Zoo's buying the pea puffer and then the baby brilliant bristlenose that bred out in that tank. And then there's a second one. I don't know where the second one is. Oh, I actually see him right now as I say that. Let's flip you guys around. I'll try to get the newest baby that's in there. If I can slide you out of this holder and flip you. He's right there. That's the newest one. Sorry, I'm sure it's not focusing very well, but that's the newest guy. Even him being the smallest in the tank, he's looking awesome. Try to slide you back in without messing this up. All right, we're back. So yeah, brilliant bristlenose. I just need like 100 more of those, and I'll be happy. And then, I guess for Plecos, I was going to pick up some clown Plecos. I was selling them. I haven't sold them in a long time, but I just didn't pick them up. Maybe next week if anybody's looking for clown Plecos. I don't even know if I have them listed on the website anymore. Let me check. Because I wasn't planning on getting them, but they're locally bred. So I was like, I can't really turn down some locally bred Plecos. Yeah, I don't even think I have them on the website anymore. I'll have to re-add them. I need to get better pictures of them anyways, but yeah. Close that out. So I want to know, so I know Liquid Zoo is getting some new fish. Did you say what you were getting? L201s and L173Bs. Has anybody else, what's your newest fish that you've guys gotten? You know, it could be something small, it could be something large. I don't know if you guys have monster fish or nano fish, but I want to know what you guys have gotten that's the newest addition to your fish tank or fish room. I need 4 of the clowns, those 2 babies in the tank behind you, and that puffer. Yeah, I'll have to email the local guy and see if those clowns are still available. Hopefully they're still available. Because this was, I think, last week when I got the email, so that, I mean, they might be on, but I'll check. But I won't be able to go until next week to get, or not next week. I guess it'll be this coming week, like probably Wednesday. Wednesday or Thursday is usually the best day to get hold of them. And then I gotta see how much he wants for them too. It seems like pricing on everything's going up, which kind of sucks. I was reading about shipping containers from overseas, whether you're getting stuff from China, Malaysia, Japan, wherever. Because I know some wholesale pricing was going up, and I'm done doing hard goods, guys. I mentioned this 2 weeks ago. The products behind me that's the rest of it. So when I sell out, I sell out. I'm going to focus on 614 branded products only. So that's going to be stuff like the media pads, the root tabs, the liquid fertilizers, botanicals, things like that, the fry food. I know you guys are waiting on fry food, or some of you guys, I don't say like you guys, like you're all waiting on it, but some of you are waiting on the fry food to come back out, and I'm just waiting on testing. I just keep using it until I for sure can say like this is some good stuff. It's the same thing with root tabs. It took me months to get that knocked out, but now that the root tabs are done, they're super awesome. If you have not tried the root tabs, try them out. You won't be disappointed. So your next order on the website, add a bottle of root tabs. I think they're still $15 for 60 tabs. I'm going to just double check that, so I'm not a liar. $15 for 60 tabs. That's because I'm still on the original case of root tabs I ordered. Once that case is gone, the next group of root tabs will be the regular price of $19.99 for 60 tabs. And so right now they're $5 off, so 25% off right now. And the whole reason for that is I'm just trying to get you guys to try them, so you guys can be like, these are actually pretty sweet. And then you guys will hopefully recommend them to other people, and then that's how I'm kind of doing my promotion on it, is word of mouth, I guess. But they will be going up. So you guys, if you guys use like Easy Root tabs, these are similar. Their Easy Root tabs are $25 for 60. Mine are 15 right now, and then they will go up to 20. But I know Easy Root tabs are good, so I was trying to keep price-wise competitive with them. So 20 is kind of like the lowest I can go on a regular retail price. Skullquack says, I love the fry food. Fish and Floral says, I love the 614 root tabs. Um, Mike was Mike kind of was a guinea pig for me. He's the rainbow breeder. He's breeding the sardine cichlids for me. He got the root tabs, and he said it. I think he said it took like a month. Like at the 4 week mark, he is when he knows the difference. But he really likes them. And Mike said, now if I could just consistently get my L333s to spawn, I'd make a little cash. They're about like your 183, Steven. So the Brilliant Bristlenose, the guy I got him from he's a master breeder from our fish club. Kind of like a dean of Aquarium Co-op. That's kind of like our local guy. He's really good at what he does. And he said that he didn't really have a definitive way of breeding them. He kind of just got the random babies that showed up in his tank, which is what I have going on. The second baby I didn't even know was around. I just so happened to see it. I was like, I thought it was a super red, and it turned out it's a L107. And The first one was I caught it on video when I found out. I was filming, cleaning the canister filter, and I was moving stuff around, and he darted out. I even noticed it until I reviewed the video at first, and I was like, "Holy crap, there it is!" And like I got my phone and recorded. Um, there's no, it's not like the super reds where you stick a cave in there and then they lay eggs and the male sits there and fans them, and then you can pull them. It's not like that. I think they randomly will drop an egg somewhere hidden in the tank, and then it's like an Easter egg hunt, and randomly they make it through. Because I checked the caves, and there's never like a cluster of eggs in the caves. It's just randomly a baby has shown up. So I've only had two so far. I was wishing that there'd be 100 of them right now because nobody's selling them online right now. So it's, as far as breeding for a profit, this thing could be a huge money maker for me. I was pricing them out at like $50 a piece. If I wanted a price gouge, I could probably sell them for $80 or whatever. But I think $50 is fair. Um, Gosh, he's back on the back glass now. He looks super awesome being on the glass. Oh, it's so cool. I need 100 more of them. That'd be sweet. But for breeding for profit, I mean, that was, I wanted to breed these. That's why I spent the money. I bought, I think there was 12-ish adults. They were not cheap, but hopefully they'll start doing some business here. Shavy Fish says, my most recent is more pygmy cories to add new bloodlines to my colony. That's pretty sweet. Liquid Zoo said, I also picked up 4 normal long fin bristlenose from Stephen P. 2003. I should try to line breed the Pluckos I was buying off Ryan from like up by Ohio Fish Rescue. I think I bought like 100 Pluckos or 50 Pluckos. I think it was 100, but I bought a ton of. They're just like brown bristlenose with like, or chocolate with some calico, so they got some patterns. There's a couple in the fish room that have some pretty sweet patterns to them. I should try to get those out and try to pair them. Excuse me, and try to get a line going. Because at first I'm like, oh, like bristlenose, like most common fish or common pleco, as far as bristlenose goes. But once I saw some of these calicos, like they're pretty sweet. Liquid Zoo said he got L33s from Aquatic Arts a couple of months ago. Way too small yet for breeding. Tank is all ready for them. Did I miss? I'm in top chat. That's why the chats are like your guys' side chats. It's so confusing to me. Detroit Shrimp Aquatics, good to see you. I was wondering because I saw somebody tag you and you weren't showing up. It's because I was in the wrong chat, but that happens. GRB, good to see you. Hope you're doing well yourself. Where? Okay, I'm at the bottom. So if you guys, this is the perfect time if you got any questions. I know that Chevy Fish and Liquid Zoo mentioned their latest fish. I still want to hear your other guys. If you haven't got any fish recently, what was the last fish you got? Grr, I hate Top Chat. Usually I'm on top of it. I think I refreshed the page to make sure that it was going live, and it knocked it back to Top Chat. It happens. And don't. Oh, I'm on my website. I was looking at the root tabs. And I backed out. Don't forget, I have Choya wood. So anybody that has shrimp tanks, or is doing a beta tank or natural biotope style tank, if you're doing like tannins, I do have the Choya wood on the website. It's $2.99. In case anybody's been looking for that. Metalheads, good to see you. Got some stuff going on. Love you guys. Well, I hope everything's okay at your guys' end. I'm sure it's just busy around everywhere. Quesadillas. Oh, I guess another video I will. I don't know when. Agno Aquatics, up by Cleveland is going to be hooking me up with some fish I've been looking for. So I'm going to do a video. He doesn't know I'm doing the video, but I figure it's just right that I do. He's basically selling me some fish that he can get at cost. He's like, whatever I pay, you'll pay. I appreciate that. Like, I'll pay, something on top. But I think what I want to do is do a video on it, like going to a store and like just promoting his store. I don't. He's local-ish. He's regional to me, I guess. He's like 2 hours away, but I got to set up a tank. I'm trying to find. I either need to set up like a low boy, or I really want like maybe like a 33 long, like a 4 foot long tank. I think would be pretty cool. It doesn't need to be like deep or wide, so we'll see what happens with that. But Agno Aquatic is going to be kind of the star on that video of giving me some fish for that tank that I want to set up. I talked to him at Aquashella, so that'll be a video of I don't know when, some point in the future. We'll see how that goes. Mike says, Shelly's, Steven, yes. They will be some Shellys. I got some of those Super Reds from Steven. I think they're going to be breeding soon. Those Super Reds breed at a pretty small size. I didn't think they were breeding size in this tank, and lo and behold, I have Super Reds. I had bought a breeding pair. It was actually a breeding trio when I first got this tank, and they were massive compared to what's in this tank. So Super Reds don't need to be super huge. Yeah, I got some babies in this tank that I'm gonna have to. I don't know how I'm gonna try to catch them out. I think I'm just gonna do is take a cave, stick a cave in there, and put some green beans in the cave, and hopefully kind of trap the plecos in there. Hopefully they kind of go in there, and I'll be able to pull the cave out with them in it. That's the only thing I can think of, because these little dudes are just going to be a nightmare swimming in and out of the plants and whatnot. But I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's one baby right here. He's probably 3/4 inch tip to tail. They need to be a little bit bigger than that before I can ship them for sure, but they're getting there. I still need to do more maintenance on that tank. I did remove like a bunch of the blackbeard algae, but I just need to get in there and trim up the plants. And I do have that Fluval light that I don't know why that's not on. Oh, I can't turn it on. You guys are on my phone. I was testing a power supply. There's no power supplies available for the Fluval 3.0, and I found my own. I did all the measurements and amperage and volts, and finally found one that would work, and it works. And then I started getting blackbeard algae, so I turned off the light. I was just trying to cut it back, but now I need to ramp up the light again, and let's get this tank looking good. I want to move some plants down to that end, that lava. I call that the lava field because it's just all lava rock down there. I need to get some plants down there because it's kind of, I don't know, kind of bare looking, but the Super Reds like it down there. There's a you can't see it, but there's a baby down in there right now, munching on stuff. The guppies go down in there too. Have you tried any 3D printed pleco caves? Yes, I have. Let me show you. There's one in that tank. I made one. I know there's ones already like available that you can just print, but I made my own. That guy right there, that black one. I basically want a specific size and length, and that's what I made. And I didn't want a bottom, so it's got no bottom, so that way it's a sand bottom. So that's a 3D printed one I made. Flip. So yes. I think I might actually have. Oh, sorry. I think I might actually have like a 3D printed like one, like a stock one that you can get off like Thingiverse. Um, I don't know where it's at. No idea. But I did make my own. Look at that Chunker Papa Brilliant. Yeah, there's definitely some big ones in there. I was trying to see if there was like any. Yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you a couple. There's a couple. I wonder how many eggs the Super Reds are eating of your 183s. I don't know because you would think, oh, so here is, that's Matt's baby right there. That's not the newest one. That's the other one. Sorry about the algae on the glass, guys. I don't scrape the glass or anything. I just let nature do its thing on this tank. But that's one of the babies. That's the first baby. Now that I'm looking, I don't know where the other one went. He's in there somewhere. But anyways, there's a male. He's quite big. There's a baby Super Red right there. And Vienna guppies. This guy, I know it doesn't look like, he's also pretty big. Half his body's inside the cave. So there's a female laying in between. Like, all these caves have fish in them. You know, like they love the caves. And this cave is half buried, and there's one in there. So that's like what I was going on, was like I stacked some to see if like height mattered. This one's got some sand going into it. This one, where is it? Right there. That one's half buried, and they still go in it. And then I tried a different style. These are like I don't know what they're called, but I call them the D, as in dog style. Flat with, round, where these ones are like, I call these the triangular style. These are the ones that I saw on the website. There's only 5 of these left. So if anybody's looking for Pleco caves, there's only 5 left. And I'm not bringing those back in because they come from China, and shipping from China was stupid expensive. So yeah, and if I ever do ceramic caves again, I really want to look into Pleco Ceramics. I know there's plecocaves.com. I do have their wholesale info. So if I wanted to, I can get wholesale from Pleco Caves. If you go to any like fish event in the Midwest, at least, they're usually there. It's like Pleco Caves. They have a booth set up. I do have their wholesale, but Pleco Ceramics, and somebody was selling them at Aquashella. Pleco Ceramics is out of the UK, but they have some pretty nice stuff. And I'm just trying to get the name of it. Their Pleco caves are like, I guess the best way, they look like real wood. Like they're modeled to look like tree stumps. I just like that aesthetically better in the tank. I don't know if that has any difference whatsoever on breeding the Plecos. Obviously, Plecos, at least Super Reds, will breed in anything that they can fit into. It could be a plastic PVC pipe, and it'll work. I just kind of like the look of the Pleco ceramic caves, and they have one that's completely natural looking. They're $15 retail. I'm not sure what they are wholesale, but I think they just look awesome. I really like them. Okay, so medium's 15. This is like a combination. That's why. I was like, wait a minute, it's giving me different pricing. So if you get the one that's not super natural looking, but still kind of looks better than a regular Pleco cave, they're $12 retail, and I think that would totally be worth it. I would definitely pay $12. So I don't know if their website, like, definitely they have a cart, but I don't know where they ship from. Are they shipping from UK, or if they have somebody in the US that ships? I'm just checking their. Yeah, their Pleco farm. We launched our Pleco farm in the Ukraine. Okay, so they're in Ukraine. They do have resellers in Europe, USA, UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Singapore. Is it Qatar? Qatar? I'm not sure how you pronounce that. But anyways, that's if I was going to get into more Pleco caves, that's probably who I go with. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. Take my money. I need to send you an invoice for sure and just get that done. Um, I need to check what the weather is this coming week, because I got that rainbow order, which makes me a little nervous with the rainbow fish, because it's been so hot. 10-day. What are we looking at? Wednesday, high of 77 on Wednesday. That is freezing around here. Oh, that's going to be awesome. Of course, rain Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But hey, 77, I'll take it. Monday, 83, Tuesday, 79. So I need to ship out Monday and Tuesday for sure. Wednesday, what's Thursday? Right. Thursday and Friday is 81, 82, so that's not bad either. Remind me after your stream, I was going to place a good sized order at Pleco Caves. I will order via you if you want the order. What is that site? The place that I like is Pleco Ceramics. The one that's based out of UK. It's plecoceramics.com. I don't have a wholesale account with them, so you would have to order direct from them or through whoever one of their retailers are. But they have more than just like the caves. Let me see what else they got. See, this is kind of where I wish I streamed from the computer, because I could just show you guys. So they have the regular caves. They have the ones that look like real wood, which that's what I would prefer. Because I think the textures help with the fish and like with them eating on it. I think they would like that better. They have ceramic leaves, which seemed kind of weird, but I saw somebody that posted a review. Let me see. It's like the first review. You can see they're using it for baby plecos. I didn't think about that, but that's a good idea. And then they sell like rock caves. So if you got like a pistos or cichlids that are using rock caves, they have those. Tree Lodge looks kind of realistic. Oh, they had a 4-piece kit. So yeah, it's plecoceramics.com. I don't know who's the local peeps. So I'll look into it, but I have a feeling like being from the UK, I probably had to do a decent buy-in order, and I'm not trying to spend a bunch of money on the business right now, so we'll have to see. I'll contact them and see what their buy-in is, but I'm sure it's probably $500 or more. Zen Ginger said it's 8 p.m. here and it's almost still 88 degrees. Yeah, I think we're coming down temp, especially towards the end of this weekend, which would be nice. I know this week with the humidity, the feels like temperature, after you add the heat index, it was like pushing 100. I think it was like Wednesday or something like that. It was super miserable early in the week. I know Monday sucked a lot. Like, just as soon as you walk outside, you can feel your shirt just get immediately heavy with like all the humidity, and just like you're walking. It's not even like you're walking into a furnace. It's like you're walking into a furnace with like a wet towel over your head. Like, it was horrible. Liquid Zoo said 81 here with 89% humidity. It's just gross. Yeah, I don't like humidity. Like, if you can give me like 80 degrees year round with no humidity, it'd be awesome. The humidity is just what sucks. Sherry Fish says, Matt, are you getting just the one? Brilliant. Liquid Zoo said, both is my hope. He doesn't want to commit to selling me one until it's of shipping size. Yeah. So the one is definitely over an inch. Oh my God, I gotta show you guys. He's out right now. Let's see if I get a better view of him without like freaking him out. So this guy right here, he's like, I mean, he's still small. Don't get me wrong, but he's definitely over an inch. I'm totally okay with shipping him. The newer guy that's like half inch makes me nervous. So yeah, that guy that's right here, he's good to go. I can ship him, um, and really wouldn't be worried. But the other dude's just so small. I really need to clean this glass. This acrylic. It's not doing these guys any justice. I don't actually have. Well, I do have a. I have one of those Mr. Clean scrubby things from the co-op. Caleb said, by the way, you could have just ordered an HDMI to DisplayPort cable to keep using your old monitors. But I can't because these aren't even HDMI. These are, one of these monitors is VGA, which is the blue connector for monitors. So that's super old. And the second monitor is DVI, which is the white connector, which is still old. It's a little bit newer, but they're not even HDMI yet. Like, I'm telling you, these things are. I got one of these when I was still living at my parents' house. So 12, 15 years ago. Yeah, so they're, one of them's super old. Yeah, I'll go after I get paid. I'll go and try to find a monitor. Flash flood warning here and another storm coming in. Yeah, the weather has been crazy this last week. We've had a ton of rain. My grass needs cut again. I was hoping, usually August, I'm not cutting the grass because it's dead. It's just not growing. It's a jungle like every week. I haven't cut the grass this much in a long time. It's just growing, growing, growing. And my fertilizer I used this year sucked. Usually the fertilizer, it's like I fertilize in the spring, I'm good the whole year. Nope, ton of weeds. Like it did okay, but it wore off. DisplayPort to VGA and DisplayPort to DVI. I wasn't sure if I could do that, being that VGA is analog. VGA is not a digital signal, and DisplayPort is digital. You can get an adapter for pretty much any connection to any connection. Do a lot for one customers, but you're better off getting a new monitor. Yeah, I mean, this monitor, they're good monitors. Like, there's nothing wrong with them, but with the new, what is this? Go, yeah. I haven't had issues with them. It's just that I need to get the newer version. Because the other issue is the resolution. The new card, I'm not. It runs 4K. Like, I can run a 4K monitor. 4K monitors are expensive. I just run 2K. I think I'd be happy with 2K monitors to do the video editing. Know what else is super old? Hint, she's a mod in here, and it ain't Chevy. You're not talking about Zen, are you? That's just mean. Raheem, good to see you. Quite an antique monitor, yeah. It was one of those brain farts. Like, when I got the video card and I saw it, like, how they show like the features, like it does this, this, this. Like, in the corner, it's like, yeah, it's got 10 gigs of memory. It's got 3 display ports. I'm like, oh crap! I didn't even think about that. So Tuesday or Wednesday, I'll go get a monitor. Probably on my lunch break because I'll be super excited. So that way, as soon as I get home from work, I can put the video card in. Just use a 4K TV through HDMI. It works great. I don't have a 4K TV. And yeah, the TV. So I even thought about it tonight. I was like, I have a TV in my bedroom. It's up on the wall. So I'd have to take it off the wall mount, which is not a big deal. But I had to find a stand for it. has a HDMI input. That thing for sure is from like 2000 ish, like literally not like 2000s, like 2000, the year 2000. I was in high school when I got that TV. I was, I think, early in high school. So I'm guessing 2001, 2002 is when I got that TV. It is HDMI. It's not even HD. It's not 1080p. It's before that, so 720 or something. I thought about putting that TV on here, but the thing is, it's a flat screen, but it's not like the new like super thin computer monitor style. It's still like that thick. It's heavy. It's a heavy flat screen. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to mess with like trying to drag that out over here. I'd have to rip these two monitors out. Like, I'll just go get a new monitor. But yeah, we'll get that worked out next week. Are we at the hour mark? Oh, geez. No 4K here either. My iMac is, but I don't use it. My main TV, which I'm watching you on, is 1080. Yeah, so my bedroom's 720. My family room TV, like out, like where I always take pictures of the dogs, that's 1080p. Because for the longest time, I didn't have anything that can even have 4K. Now with like streaming services, they have 4K, and I bought these TVs before I was into YouTube. I didn't realize YouTube had videos. I think I'll eventually get a 4K TV, and I'll be like, wow, like this is crazy. Chevy Fish said 4K is screwy to my eyes. I still like 1080p. So here's the thing. I like 4K quality. What I don't like is the new TVs with these high refresh rates. Like, you know, I'm sure like my TV's like 60 hertz or whatever refresh rate. These new TVs are like 144 or like 200 and something refresh rates. It makes it look fake to me. Like when I go, my brother-in-law always has a really like nice TV. He's always like, you know, every few years they get like a bigger, better TV, and their TVs, like the movement is so smooth, it looks fake to me. Like the best way I can describe, and I've mentioned it to him before, it makes me feel like I'm drunk when I'm watching their TV because the refresh rate is so high. It seems weird to me. I don't like it. So I think if I get a brand new TV, I'll have to be able to like make sure I can adjust the refresh rate slower so it doesn't look so smooth. If that's what's going on, I don't know. I'm guessing it's the refresh rate. It's just too much. Like on old videos, TV show that basically my whole family watch. We all watch Frasier. It's from the '90s and early 2000s. I watch it like an episode when I go to bed. It's just kind of like my routine. Like the dogs and I will get in bed and turn on an episode of Frasier. That's a comedy show. Anyways, that show Squirrel on my brother-in-law's TV, it looks messed up to me. Like I don't know, the refresh rate's too high. Chevy Fish said I pay more for my 1080p than they are selling 4K nowadays. So when I bought the last TV I bought was my 55, which is out in the family room, and I bought that before I had this house. I bought it when I moved into my townhome, so it was 9 years ago. So 9 years ago, they had 4K TVs, but they were like stupid price. They were like $1,500 or something for a 55 inch. I wanted a 55. It was like the size I needed for my apartment, for like the family room there. So like there was just random sale where a 55 inch, it's not even a smart TV. It's just a regular 55 inch TV. It was like $400 or $500 on sale, which was a steal back then. So that's why I bought it. Now I would like to get a 4K and a smart TV so that way I can have YouTube on it. It's not a huge deal for the family room because the Xbox is hooked up to it, and I can use YouTube and Hulu and Internet Explorer, all that stuff through the Xbox on it, so that's not a big deal. My TV is so dumb in my bedroom that I bought one of those Fire Sticks for it, and I've had that thing for 12 years, the Fire Stick. So that way I could watch Hulu in the bedroom. That's how I watch Frasier, but yeah. Stephen Eastcomer says Blue Rams and Pistogramas. What was? I'm not sure what that comment was to. Raheem says I'm soon buying a 4K TV. Yeah, I really want to upgrade. So the 32 in the bedroom, I put it up on the wall because it was like bed level. So when you're laying in bed, like your head's always tilted because you're looking like at your feet. So I put it up on the wall, which is so much more comfortable to watch. But now it looks so tiny up on this big wall. I mean, it's a 32 inch. Like these computer monitors are almost that big, right? Like that's the other thing. Like I think these, well, they're not almost that big. These computer monitors are like 24 inch. The new computer monitors are so big. Why are these people getting computer monitors like this big? Like, what's the point of that? Like, I get it. Like, if you're trying to split your workspace out, like I have two monitors. I don't know if I can show you this, guys. So I got two monitors, and like one screen, like if I'm doing video editing, I'll have the video editor here, and then on the other screen, I'll have like the files, opened up. I can see what files I'm working with. I like having two monitors. Like I definitely use two monitors, but I don't know what I would do with two monitors like this big. Like that's crazy. The smallest screen that was available at Best Buy, I was on Best Buy like price checking them today because I'm an impulse buyer. I can get whatever monitor Best Buy has for cheaper through Amazon, but like if I want it tomorrow, I need to go Best Buy. The smallest one was like a 27 inch, I think, was the smallest monitor they had. I'm like, that's way. I mean, it's not way bigger, but that's bigger than what I got. Like, why do they want that? And they have like 32-inch computer monitors. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. But squirrel. Anyways, I'm going to get back in the chat for one more minute and see if there's any questions. And then we're going to end this live stream. It says I started streaming 3 minutes ago, but I know that's a lie. But I know the hour's probably up. That's Caleb said that's what I got in 2014-15 Samsung Smart TV, 55-inch 4K on sale was $1,500. Yeah, so I got, what brand is it? So I know the one in my bedroom, which I've had for I don't even know how long. Let's just say 20 years, is a Sony. No issues with that thing at all. Based on that TV alone, highly recommend a Sony. No dead pixels. It's got built-in speakers. Work perfect. Still works perfectly. I wouldn't even get rid of it. I wouldn't even sell it for $20. I would keep it and put it like in my garage as like a garage TV. The thing's been awesome. I've literally had it since high school. It's been awesome. The 55-inch I bought, I think, is an LG. I think it's an LG. TV works. The one thing that sucks, it could be, I'll be honest, it could be that I just got a bad one out of the box. I know how that works. Not everyone's perfect. When I was in the townhome, I didn't have speakers, so I need a TV with speakers in it. Because apparently not all TVs have speakers in them, but this one has speakers. The whole TV's a metal plate, and then it's got the plastic frame and then the screen. Well, the whole back of it's metal, so that way you can mount on the wall. It's not flimsy and super thin, which is cool. It's out metal, it's solid. The problem is something is kind of loose somewhere inside the TV, whether it's the 5 million screws on the back or something inside like a circuit board. From day one, when you were playing audio, certain tones and frequencies cause a vibration, just because sounds are vibrations. I work on cars, and whenever we have noise complaints, it's a vibration that we're listening for. It's like when you say, I hear a brake squeal, it's a vibration. Brake squeal is actually a vibration of your brake pad. Anyways, there's a vibration that causes the whole metal plate to like vibrate. And it's not like, oh, I'm listening to music, or not music, but TV loud. It's like at any volume level, it rattles the TV. It's horrible. So I didn't even buy. Luckily, my brother-in-law, the one that upgrades his TVs every 4 years, upgraded his sound system, and he gave me his receiver and speaker. So luckily, I was able to go external and solve that problem. But that LG speaker-wise, the audio sucked. Could have been just that one unit, so I won't ding LG for just that, but yeah. IHSP, good to see ya. Were you here the whole time? No. Okay. I think you just got here. I'm fixing to get some new babies this weekend. Oh. Alright, scrolling down. I think I'm almost at the end. My parents' 2-year-old 55 TCL Roku TV broke and they upgraded to the newest TCL QLED 4K. So I was looking at the TCL. I got a coworker that swears by TCL. Is TCL that does like the Series 4, Series 5, Series 6? He swears by them. So that's why I was going looking to getting. I wasn't going for anything crazy like a Series 4 or whatever. I just was looking for like 55 and smart. That's basically all I need. And speakers. Because I want to put this in. I want to put the 55 in the bedroom to watch Frasier. It's stupid, I know, but the 32 looks so tiny. And here I was, me proud of my 42-inch smart TV that ain't smart. Well, IHP, I have a 32-inch dumb TV right now. We had... the chat jumped. IHSP, I just got here like 5 minutes ago. We had to put my Tiger Oscar down last weekend. Going to get 1 to 3 new Oscars, possibly some new catfish. Okay, well, I'm sorry to hear about your fish you had put down, but get some new ones is at least kind of cool. Raheem says, now I have a 32-inch TV. I've connected my PC. My PC config. AMD Athlon 64 x 2 dual core. 16 gig RAM. Honestly, I forget what this is now. I just brain farted. If anybody's ever wants to talk shop on, I guess we're over the hour, so we'll switch this to the after hour live stream. This computer, briefly, it's an Intel base. It's not AMD. It is AMD. This is AMD. It's an AMD Ryzen 7 5800. I think is what I'm just pulling up. 5800X. It's an 8-core processor. With 8 cores, it makes it 16 logical, I think, processors. 16 gigs of RAM. It's running an M2 hard drive, which is like a memory stick hard drive. If you're not like into computers, that's the biggest upgrade anybody can do. I'm telling you right now, if you got an older computer, get a computer that has an M.2. It's like M2 drive. Game changer as far as your computer speed. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Like, this is old technology. This is a hard drive. This is besides this is a 1 terabyte. So this is my smallest one. This is what I have a bunch of my not old videos, but a lot of my YouTube videos are on this guy from my old computer. So these are obsolete. I have one in here. I have a 5 or 6 terabyte hard drive, just a bigger one of these in there to store videos on. But the M2 drive, it's the bee's knees, guys. Going from this, the progression was what was called an SSD, a solid state drive. It's kind of like this, but smaller, and it's like flash memory. It's the easiest way to describe it. There's no moving parts, so it's fast. Well, the M2 drive looks like a RAM stick. So this thing that's red, it kind of looks like that. It looks like laptop memory. It's just a solid state drive that directly plugs in. Like, it's hard to describe. It's sweet. It's fast. So if anybody is ever looking for a computer upgrade, find something with an M.2 drive. Goldie is a 12-inch albino red at Caleb. Yeah, Kurt Tiger didn't take to being split from Goldie. He quit eating consistently no matter what we tried, and he ended up too emaciated and I couldn't watch anymore. Oh, that's sad. Scrolling. Alright, I think I'm at the end of the chat. LRB is going to be coming on live here shortly. I think right around 9:30 usually. So check him out. Oh man, we're going to keep going on this. Raheem said I have 4 plus 3 terabyte hard drive plus 240 gig solid state drive. The M2 drive, you probably can't see it. It's above the video card. I think it's 1 terabyte. There is a second M2 slot right under the video card, so you won't be able to see it. That's blank. I don't have anything in there. And then I think it's 6 terabyte hard drive. It's a gaming hard drive. I bought a gaming. It's a Western Digital Black for the speed for HDMI for the 4K videos, and then I have the hard drives on my other computer, which I need to transfer the videos and stuff off of. I have a 1 terabyte. I don't know if you guys, I had it right on there. This is a 3 terabyte, and then the last one is in the computer still. It's a 2 terabyte. So I got those. I need to transfer the datas off of these into that at some point. Or I could just plug those in and leave them in there. But I kind of like the open look of this. I'll try to hide them under there. What video card? That video card that's in there that's running all this right now is old. It's a NVIDIA 750 Ti. But early in the stream, I think before you came in, I got a new video card today. I'm so excited. It's a RTX 3080. So I'm really excited to get that running. The only thing is, which is the whole computer monitor, my monitors are too old to run with that new video card. So I gotta get a new video card next week. Caleb says, we'll love to talk with you more later and perhaps get some 3D prints off of you. Can I message you on Facebook? Sure. I don't really know what 3D prints you can get off me, though. Most of the stuff you can get on Thingiverse. Some of the other stuff, there's some designs, and this isn't like against you or anything. Some designs I don't share because they're potentially future products, if that makes sense. But yeah, so like some easy stuff. Like, I don't really have that much like, I guess I made like. I'm trying to think like what our actual designs I made. Like this is a spool holder, so that's like for these guys. So these labels, so like for my products, that's what this is. This holds labels. Texas block. I don't know if you can see it, but like I designed that so that way you can pull a label off. There's here's another one up here. This is just a bigger one. Yeah, I mean the Pleco Cave. I can send you the Pleco Cave. It's just a pipe basically. That's no problem. Give the link video editing software you use. I use Shotcut. I typed it in the chat. It's just called Shotcut. I think it's one word. Is what I use. It's free. It's free to use. Shotcut's free. That's why I use it, because it's free. I'm sure if I paid for like Adobe Premiere or whatever Adobe's video editing is, I probably could do some cool videos, but I don't want to pay for it because I'm cheap. I'm not cheap. I just try to spend the money where I want to spend it, and having super expensive software editor is not where I want to spend the money. I'd rather spend money on this that makes software editing go faster. But anyways, guys, Crystals, Pets, and Plants, good to see you. But we're going to go ahead and end the stream. It was good talking with you all. Hour and 20 minutes. That's a good stream. Caleb, go ahead and send me a message on Facebook if you want. We can talk about 3D printing or whatever you want to talk about. Anybody, if anybody wants to talk about anything outside of YouTube, go ahead and send me a message, and we can chat about whatever, cars, PCs, videos. But anyways, guys, I will see you, and keep tanking along, guys. Techie stuff is fun sometimes. It can be. I can also go off the deep end with uh, the randomness. IHP says, missed you, Steven. Well, I miss you too. You make sure you're here next Friday, 8 p.m. IHSB, 8 p.m.